isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
If you thought the special stage was done, they're bringing another series to your, I was gonna say front door, but to your screen, to your eyes, for everyone to see. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mac Nelson. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I am filling in for the great Rob Campbell. He is unfortunately down sick. It is a very, very sick time. Not the good sick, but the bad sick. I know it is around me, especially here in the land of Kentucky. I'm sure wherever Rob's at, it's floating as well. So big ups to Rob. Hope he gets better soon. But I am going to be your voice here tonight. The solo producer and commentator for your show this evening, which is indeed the special stage FIA Cross Car Series. My name is Mac Nelson, and you are at Charlotte Motor Speedway here on the Rallycross circuit. We'll get into some info on this race and how the atmosphere is feeling shortly, but for now, we've got to get into the grid for our first race of the evening. We'll go through that grid and show you that. As soon as the grid would like to operate for me. We are running into some technical difficulties. I do apologize about that. We'll have to get this grid up here for you. As I do apologize if you're still with me. We do have some technical difficulties happening here at the whoa, things might be coming in. Alright, I believe we have reestablished. I'm not entirely sure. I'm so sorry for everybody involved. I just have to go make sure that we are still live here. Yes, we are indeed still live. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are having 2 heats here tonight. Once again, I apologize deeply about the technical difficulties. That is a shame. I am so sorry, but we do have 11 laps here left in this first heat race, so it's going to be 2 heat races. Top 4 out of each heat race is going to go through onto the feature. Then we will have 1 consolation race here. And the consolation race will not pay championship points, but top 8 of that consolation will be getting into the feature here tonight. So heat race number 1 will run through that grid here if we can make that available. I'm not entirely sure that we can. I apologize, but your running order right now, Zach Amspacher is out in front. Joey Herbie right behind him. Sean Winkler in P3 right now. Sean Winkler was your fastest car in practice. Unfortunately, not your fastest car here so far. Sean Winkler had a little bit of a misstep on one of his first few laps. He has dropped down 2 positions. Zach Amspacher, I do believe, has taken that Joker route, part of Bennett Racing here. Zach Amspacher, one-time broadcast partner in the booth here. I say it every time. Probably will not stop saying it, however. So Zach Amspacher in that number 22. Kane Lasky, the Italian driver, in that number 09 FIA Cross Car. Very new addition to the iRacing service, these cars were this past season. I guess no, actually they were in 2 seasons ago, I believe. The last season of 25 they were in. Very fun cars. I've only got to drive them 2 or 3 times, but it has been a blast every single time that I have gotten to drive them. So very, very fun stuff here. Stephen Thompson, who had a very, very unfortunate Monday in the Street Stock Series at Charlotte. If you know, you know. That was a very, very fun race. Justin Cunningham, unfortunately, did not take to the grid. So the number 31 FIA Cross Car is not going to be competing here tonight. Brandon Asbury, someone else who was in the Monday Street Stock Series. He is now going to have a whole lot of oversteer on that left front. And the left front might not be properly connected to that FIA Cross Car because it seems to be limping around the track right now at a very uncomfortable rate. Meanwhile, Sean Winkler here, just proving why he's one of the top guys. He has reclaimed that lead over Zach Amspacher and Ant Meeperson. So the 720 FIA Cross Car of Sean Winkler. That rolls off the tongue, man. Hey, I might end up liking this series. I might end up liking being a broadcaster for an FIA Cross Car series. That just rolls off the tongue, makes you sound very, very important. Especially when you get to say FIA as well. We know them. They're the guys. Joey Herbie in the number 53. Another driver who you see across multiple series here in the Special Stage Series. The series of series, if you will, tomorrow night, IndyCar. I will be on the call for that race as well. And then Sunday, you can see the GT4s here at the Special Stage. Monday, like I said a second ago, your Street Stock Series. Not a lot of battles happening across the track here. Everyone's kind of running their own race. Sean Winkler with a little bit of mistake there, heading into the sweeping right-hander. That is turn 5, I believe. Zach Amspacher up here as well in that number 22. Ant Meeperson. It seems like there's always going to be a threat of Ant Meeperson, whether you're in the GT4, whether you're in the Street Stock, the Pro 2 trucks, and now the FIA Cross Cars. He seems to be about it with any discipline you throw at him. So Ant Meeperson doing his best to try and get himself in the points here, get himself in the transfer spot. The big boss man, Matt Schlosser, who won a race in the Street Stock Series earlier this week. He is on the first spot out. He's going to take his Joker lap, sweeping right-hander, as he's going to get to the end of his Joker lap across the start-finish line. It is not going to be enough for him to gain a position. He's actually going to lose a position on Mr. Lasky. So Matt Schlosser, not the place to be. But that is going to be, I believe that was a back marker, actually. I apologize for that. Yeah, that was going to be Corey Clark in that number 13 FIA Cross. He is going to be the lapper that Matt Schlosser passed. I thought maybe it was for position. However, it was not. As Matt Schlosser now into 5th place. Oh, I believe it was. Yeah, Joey Herbie actually had himself a little bit of a moment. We'll go back and take a look at it. Joey Herbie here coming over the ramp after turn 1. He's going to make some contact with the, I believe that might be the 023, if I'm not mistaken, Brandon Asbury. And Joey Herbie out of the transfer spot now. So now Kane Lasky with the heist of the century. 3 laps to go here at Charlotte in heat race number 1. Can he get himself a spot in this feature race? Matt Schlosser now dragging up the rear of that transfer group. He's got to find a way to get past Kane Lasky if he wants to get straight through to the feature. He is going to have a little bit of a chance in the consolation, though. Top 8 drivers here in the special stage FIA Cross Car Series. Week number 1 here in this league. We are at Charlotte. As you can tell, next week we're going to Winton Rallycross. Please ignore the format. That is not how we're doing things here today. Take a look at the weather real quick. Track temperature is going to be a blazing 99 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why you can see that track is getting dried up and very slick and very, very quick. 60% humidity in the air. The air is going to feel very, very heavy on these FIA Cross cars. Clear conditions, though, so no rain in the forecast. So that is going to be very good news out of these drivers. They will not have to deal with the elements here today. Around the ever-sweeping turns 1 and 2 is Matt Schlosser through the jump. High-speed corner for number 3. He keeps it just about on track. Turn number 4 coming up. It's going to be kind of a banked left-hander here going into another banked turn. This time going to be a right-hander. And then you're back on asphalt for the final 2. Sean Winkler coming through last lap, I should say. He is going to take it home. Zach Amsbacher brings it home, P2, and Meeperson, P3. Kane Lasky is going to get that final transfer spot in P4. Matt Schlosser going to finish it P5. So the likes of Winkler, Amsbacher, Meeperson, and Lasky are going to be your transfers out of heat race number 1. That man right there, Matt Schlosser, unfortunately will not be. And there we have some drivers finishing up. I believe that is Corey Clark. Corey Clark, Travis Parsons finishing their laps now. As across the start-finish line, Travis Parsons brings it home in P number 8. Hopefully we don't have so much trouble going over the grid this race for these drivers. As we'll have to take a look at it. As no time to take a look at it. We'll scroll through it anyway for you. P1 is going to be Chris Woods, Sean Winkler as well. You can view that at the bottom of your screen, but it does not matter. These guys are racing. Josh Heege is out to the lead. He did get that jump over Chris Woods. We'll hide the grid so you can catch all this action going through turns 1 and 2. Ready for the jump, and it's going to be a very very bad jump for Chris Woods. That's very, very lucky out of that driver that his car does not have more damage. So that FIA Cross Car, very, very lucky. That was a very botched jump for Chris Woods, and that's going to allow Josh Higgy to get out to an already impressive 0.8 of a second lead. And Chris Woods has got to be feeling the pressure there from Adam Boislard, who is heavy on his tail down the inside. He looks as we head back onto the asphalt through the final corner. Across the start-finish line, Chris Woods is going to be able to keep it for now, but it's all about how you set your car into turns 1 and 2 here. Can they make a run? Adam Boislard with a little bit of a run. He comes over at a higher speed, back onto the asphalt. Turn number 3, they're going to take a right-hander. Left-hander coming in now for the 0-6 of Adam Boislard, trying his best to catch Chris Woods and maybe challenge Josh Higgy here. They're going to feed it around the bottom. That seems to be the fastest way around. Chris Leone is going to be in P4 with Trevor Teal in P5. Trevor Teal, part of Nitro Circus Sim Racing, that next level racing sponsored team. Trevor Teal has not taken the Joker. Gary Clark Jr., part of NCR Racing, he's going to be stuck up back there. Coming around to the start-finish line now. The timing tower doing a whole bunch of freaky things because of the Joker lap. So it looks like Adam Boislard has taken his Joker lap. Gary Clark Jr. has as well. Josh Higgy is credited with your leader for now. I'm not entirely sure if that is legitimate or not. It sure does seem like it, as he is starting his lap number 4. He's got a 1.87 second lead out from Chris Woods. Chris Woods, who has had an absolute howler at the start of this race, almost jumping his car off the track, and it seems to be compounding. He's 0.4 slower than Josh Higgy on that last lap, and we're only talking 44 second laps here. So a couple tenths does mean a lot. Josh Higgy, though, looking to drive that FIA Cross Car number 7. Just a white scheme, looks very elegant, very classy. I do indeed dig it. As Chris Leone now has not taken his Joker. None of the top 3 have taken their Joker. All eyes are on Adam Boislard, who is in P4, but has indeed taken his Joker. He's not too far behind the crowd, so he might actually be able to take this lead if Josh Higgy, Chris Woods, and Chris Leone take their Joker lap with haste here. 43.80 on the last lap for Josh Higgy. That's going to be good enough for purple lap, and he's going to absolutely drill the purple car. I'm not entirely sure who that was. That might have been Gary Clark Jr. We'll have to go back and take a look at it, but Josh Higgy, that's going to be a lot of contact for him. And now if we look at Josh Higgy here, I believe it was right here when he ran into the car. I could be mistaken. Yeah, unfortunately, the timing tower did not pick up that event. I do apologize, but Josh Higgy now in second place. Chris Wood is in front because Higgy took his Joker lap. Chris Leone, unfortunately, has not taken his Joker lap. He's going to do it now. How many positions is he going to fall? He takes it pretty clean on 2 wheels there in the FIA Cross Car on the asphalt. The tires seem to grip up just fine. He's only going to lose 1 spot. That means he is still in the transfer hunt. He has got that last spot locked up, and Trevor Teal is a good 6.5 seconds behind him. So Trevor Teal is going to have to try to get something done through these final 6 laps. All eyes on Chris Woods now, as he is your leader here in this race, but he still has to take that Joker lap. When will he choose to do it? It's not going to be this lap. He is going to try to keep that lead for a little bit longer, maybe try to push it out. He does have a 3.2 second lead over Josh Higie in that number 7 car. So can the 04 camp find some magic in a bottle here? Maybe taking this Joker extremely late might be the way to go about it. Chris Woods, after having an abysmal start to his race, is out in front. Five laps to go here in the race. Gonna try his best to take that Joker lap as fast as he can. He thought about doing it there, opted not to. It's gonna compromise his line a little bit heading into this sort of S that the right-hander and left-hander make as they go to the start-finish line. We've got 4 laps remaining here. Chris Woods trying his best. He's gonna have a little bit. Yes, he's gonna mess the jump up again. That is going to be Chris Woods, who has not taken his Joker lap, is faced with a horrible realization that he now has lost this race. Not only has he not taken the Joker lap, but he just messed the jump up again. Chris Woods will go take a look at that again. Coming around turns 1 and 2 here, you see it. We'll hop on board with him as he's just a little too far to the left. That's going to mess everything up. You know that left front tire is barely hanging on by a thread. So Chris Woods, unfortunately, is not going to win this heat race number 2. Josh Higie, however, might just do it. He has a 1-second lead over his rival here in this race, Adam Boislard. Adam Boislard is about 0.6 of a second faster than him last lap. It is a 0.4 of a second lead now, coming down to 3 laps to go. Both these drivers have taken their Joker lap, so it is going to be elbows out. These guys are going to be racing for these next 2 laps. 2 now to go around turn 1 and 2 for Higie and Boislard. The 06 and the 7. If Boislard can overtake him, he will win this heat race number 2. That will pay dividends in his championship hunt here. We're only in week 1, but it's never too early to start thinking about the points. As Higie now chooses to go inside, Boislard gonna go outside, gonna try to get maybe a little bit of a switchback. He's gonna have momentum down on the car first. Out of the corner, Adam Boislard, he took the alternate line. And it paid off. White flag in the air. Adam Boislard is leading this race. One more time around here at Charlotte Rally. Through 1 and 2, they hit the jump. Going through high speed, turn number 3 here. Turn 4 is going to be a nasty little left-hander, and then they're going to bring it back for the right. Before we hit the asphalt, Josh Higie needed a way better run out of that corner and able to do something about it. But Adam Boislard in the 06 is going to claim victory here in heat race number 2. And Boislard has a black flag. How was I not able to see that? Boislard has a black flag. I've just been informed. I was so into the race, I couldn't even tell that. Adam Boislard in the 06. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second post-race penalty, time added on. As we'll have to get a look at the results once we move on to our LCQ here tonight, consolation race. First 8 drivers will be getting in. Top 4 of that grid did get in. So we'll have a look. Heat race number 2 results. Adam Boislard is still going to end up in 4th place. He is going to transfer. Your grid here for the consolation: Matt Schlosser, Trevor Teal, Chris Woods as well, Joey Herbie, Zach Amspach are going to be row number 3. Unfortunately, I cannot get a good look. There we go. These drivers lining up, getting ready for the consolation. Row number 6, Brady Haslip, Chris Leone, Travis Parsons, Gary Clark Jr. These guys, 4 lights here. 5 lights. Lights are out. Green. We go 6 laps. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 laps here at Charlotte Rallycross. Your top 8 are going to get in. 5 drivers will go home. Joey Herbie has had a fire lit under him. Joey Herbie in the 53 FIA Cross Car. He's already out to an 8/10 of a second lead. Make that 9/10 first jump. He gets through it well. Steven Thompson gets through it well. Leyland Lambert gets through it well as well. Chris Heislip is going to be your loser, unfortunately, from the first jump of the race. It's always got to be someone you never, ever, ever want it to be you. Back up front, Joey Herbie doing his best to stay in front of the crowd. Matt Schlosser, who we saw in a heartbreak, did not transfer out of heat race number 1. Can he get through here? He is very, very safely in the transfer. Top 8 are going to do it. So it ends with Corey Clark here, who is in a battle for P7 and, you know, maybe even P6. That is Travis Parsons and Trevor Teal in front of him, respectively. Gary Clark is already moving slow. He's coming out of what I believe is the pit lane or the Joker lane. One of the two, it is going to be the Joker lane. He did take his Joker lap, so that is done and squared away for Gary Clark Jr., but he's got trouble as Brandon Asbury's going to try to pass him. He's going to get the move done. That's going to be Gary Clark Jr. spun out again. Joey Herbie is going to run your fastest lap of the race, as he is currently in the lead with a 43.57. He has been absolutely dialed here tonight. He has had his car on rails. Matt Schlosser also doing a very, very good job here, as he is currently in 2nd place. I know it says 5th or 4th now on the timing tower, but I do believe we are going to have a little bit of a switch here. Gary Clark is not going to be the leader. Okay, all things have been restored. Joker lap takers are Curtis Grant, Trevor Teal, Leyland Lambert, Corey Clark, and Gary Clark Jr. So about half of your grid has taken their Joker laps now. Joey Herbie, you saw him taking his as well there. 3 laps to go here in the consolation. Top 8 are going to get in. Corey Clark firmly out in 8th place, I should say. Chris Heislip is at the pits, unfortunately. So with 3 laps to go, Joey Herbie is going to cross the start-finish line. That is going to be 2 laps to go here in this consolation. Not really any battles to be had except Lambert here. Lambert and Teal fighting for P3. Leyland Lambert, to be fair, is up 6 spots. Started this race 10th, is now in 4th, so very good running out of him. He is going to secure his spot in the feature, and that might be someone in that back group of cars that might be someone to watch out for. Leyland Lambert keeping the spot means he will start P12 of the P16 driver feature. That's going to be a little bit of contact between Leyland Lambert, Matt Schlosser, and Trevor Teal. Hopefully they all bring it home pretty safely. They are all safely, in the feature race here. We are going to be running right after this consolation that we have planned here tonight. LCQ top 8 get in. It's the Cross Cars. Charlotte this week. Matt Schlosser, I'm sorry, Leyland Lambert almost getting into the back of Trevor Teal there. That would have spelled disaster for both of those drivers. Joey Herbie gonna bring it home in P1 in this LCQ. Trevor Teal, Leyland Lambert, Matt Schlosser all coming out of the final dirt patch through the final 2 corners. And Trevor Teal across the line, gonna be P2. Leyland Lambert P3, Matt Schlosser P4. Travis Parsons a little bit back from the road. He is gonna finish this race P5. Stephen Thompson gonna be P6. Gary Clark Jr. in P7. Wonderful race there from Joey Herbie. He controlled the tempo throughout the entire time, and it was really a blast to watch. Joey Herbie in these FIA Cross Cars, man. He's a man of multi-talents. Very, very, very talented driver. He's driven almost everything here on the series. We'll see what he can do in this 16-car feature here tonight. 3-minute warm-up, you know what that means. It's time for me to grab some water. I encourage you to do the same. A snack, a drink of any variety, and lock right back in, because in 2.5 minutes, we will be live with the FIA Cross Car feature.
There might be some rain coming through. We expect rain soon. Rain is close. The session has been declared wet. No sign of this rain stopping. Rain is clearing up. Rain should be gone for now.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That was not supposed to play again, but we are back with the special stage FIA Cross Car series here on a Thursday night, and what a time to be alive in virtual Charlotte. These drivers are about to do battle again for a 12-lap feature here in the FIA Cross Cars. as I'm not entirely sure if there's a point in doing a grid with how these drivers have been racing. I mean, these guys have been pedal to the metal. You got Corey Clark, Gary Clark, Stephen Thompson, Travis Parsons, Matt Schlosser, P5, Leyland Lambert, Trevor Teal, Joey Herbie, Adam Boys-Lard, Kane Lasky, Chris Woods, and Ant Meeperson as your top 12. Going back the line, we got Chris Leone, Zach Amspacher, Josh Hege, and Sean Winkler. Here we go. 5 lights. Lights are out, and we are away for the feature race here tonight. One driver pulled off. Red and white car almost running in to the catch fence there on the inside of the road course. I don't know who that is. That is Matt Schlosser in the number 400. He is going to have a through goes Hamilton moment, and he is going to pass almost the entire field, it seems like. He is out to an already 6/10 of a second lead almost. And Matt Schlosser, what a move off the opening. Matt Schlosser with one of the wildest moves I think I've ever seen here to open up. We've got a big battle going on for the P6 drivers here. Kane Lasky and Meeperson, they're going to get themselves sorted out. Zach Amspacher and Matt Schlosser also going to be doing battle. Zach Amspacher has passed Matt Schlosser now for the lead. Matt Schlosser, Adam Boys-Lard chasing in. You've also got Sean Winkler back there. Do not forget about Sean Winkler. He was the fastest driver in practice, number 720, I believe. He posted the fastest qualifying time as well. So these two drivers, we've got a driver turned around base of the ramp, or base of the jump, I should say, after you land. Leyland Lambert's going to hit a little curb, and he is not going to be very, very happy. Neither is that FIA Cross Car of his, that 326 machine, giving him all kinds of trouble. Zach Amspacher going to be back here in P7. Joey Herbie has had a little bit of a crash. We'll have to go look at that. Zach Amspacher. Oh, as we go here, we see him coming around the sweeping right-hander. He's going to take the jump, and it's just going to be a horrific jump out of him. He was the driver that we saw. And, oh, the purple car. I'm not entirely sure who that is. The purple-yellow car getting absolutely collected as well. So not the best of starts for Zach Amspacher. That's going to be Leyland Lambert as well. They're going to be going at it here for P11. Zach Amspacher is very, very down on the car. It looks like his front left and right rear are not wanting to behave properly. That car looks like an absolute nightmare to drive for the Bennett Racing driver. Matt Schlosser still in the lead, 9/10 of a second lead. He has over Adam Boys-Lard. We'll have to make sure there are no black flags here representing the running top 3 or 4 here. We do have some in the back. Gary Clark Jr., Kane Lasky, 2 drivers that have been black flagged. Not entirely sure on the severity of their punishment. Josh Hege is your current top driver that has already taken the Joker lap, so the bar is set with him. Can Matt Schlosser, can Adam Boys-Lard, can Ant Meeperson all push away enough so that when they take the Joker lap, they are not overtaken by Josh Hege. Hege has been your driver to watch here tonight. It's been very, very apparent. He has been the most complete-looking driver out on track tonight. Followed closely by this man you're watching right now, the boss man, Matt Schlosser, in that number 400 FIA Cross Car. He has been up towards the front just about every single second of this entire night, really. Adam Boys-Lard also having a very good run. Ant Meeperson in the number 19. He's got a little bit of a troll custom livery there. We'll have to see if maybe when we get it poking in the light, can we see it just a tiny bit better. Who is to say? I have no idea what that is on that car. I'm not even sure if I want to know. Chris Woods here having an absolute unlucky night here at Charlotte. Unfortunately, not able to really mastered the jump. That has definitely been his weakest section, and it did cost him a lot of time in the race prior. Gonna take it clean this time through. Sean Winkler behind him in P6 has taken his Joker, and he is your fastest car on track, 44.13. That is going to take the fastest lap by a whopping 4.1 tenths. So very, very unique opportunity here for Sean Winkler. He really has the opportunity to do some crazy, crazy work. Adam Boislard now in P3. He has taken his Joker lap. That's why he's fell a bit back from Matt Schlosser and Ant Meeperson. So the bar has now moved up for the likes of Schlosser and Meeperson. They have to push their lead out from Adam Boislard by a considerable amount to be safe once they take the Joker. 6 laps to go. We're halfway through this main event here tonight. We'll see if Matt Schlosser elects to take the Joker this time around. He does not. Ant Meeperson is going to stick with him as well. So these two more than likely going to be on the same sort of strategy here as we get down to the latter half of the race. Adam Boislard once again going to be your driver in P3 in that 06 Cross Car. Josh Heege in that number 7. He is going to be P4. He's up 11 spots. He started this race at P15. Making a very, very good run of it. Sean Winkler, who has been a very, very quick car all night, can't seem to get past the 04 of Chris Woods right now. It's been a very, very unlucky night for him. He is just trying to force his way around Chris Woods. It's not going to work. He's got to pass him on the outside if he wants to get things done. Chris Woods doing a very good job of blocking the optimal way to overtake him. Sean Winkler getting a little bit frustrated, it seems like, almost trying to bully him or push him out of the way so he can get around. Side by side they go, sweeping turns 1 and 2 over the jump. And now for these two drivers, Sean Winkler is going to have a little bit of space created, and that's going to be a big hit. I'm not entirely sure who that was that he hit, but Sean Winkler. We'll go back and take another look as we'll have to get to that battle as well. But here they come out of the dirt section onto the asphalt section. They're rubbing wheels, rubbing those tires. These guys not entirely a fan of each other out on track right now. We'll fast forward it just a little bit for you here. Coming up to the high-speed right-hander. Things are going to get out of hand once again. And now Sean Winkler in the number 720. He has dropped down into P9, and Meeperson still going to be your leader here in this race. 3 laps to go. And Meeperson has not taken his Joker lap. Matt Schlosser has. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a coughing fit going on. Ant Meeperson is still going to be your leader here. 2 laps to go. He is going to cross the line. We are white flag in the air. It's got to be this lap for Ant Meeperson. I am very, very new to the rules of Rallycross. However, I thought it was a rule that you could not take the Joker on your last lap. I'm not entirely sure if that is still a rule. I could be unk. That could just not be right. Once again, I'm not entirely sure. Through the right-hander we go, and Meeperson is about to make it back onto asphalt here. He is going to take the Joker lap. Will he finish in front of Matt Schlosser? It's going to be a drag race to the start-finish line. Here comes Schlosser. Can he pass Meeperson? He cannot, and Meeperson is going to cross the line first. We'll have to see the official results. Matt Schlosser, Josh Heege round out your podium. Adam Boislar with a very good effort in P4. Chris Woods in P5 in that 0-4 FIA Cross Car. Chris Leon bringing it home, P6. Zach Amsbacher, who unfortunately had an untimely demise. He does not even have a left front wheel. So Zach Amsbacher trying to get it done. He's like Kobe when he tore his Achilles. He's still going to shoot that free throw. Zach Amsbacher, got to give it to the man with 3 wheels on his FIA Cross Car. He's going to make the final dirt turn here, and he is going to bring it home. He's not even going to, after all that, he's not even going to cross the start-finish line. Very, very unfortunate. As we'll have a chat with the big boss man himself, Matt Schlosser, in that number 400. Matt, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing very good. Now, I gotta ask you, you had a little bit of, you had a few moments out there. You had a few moments where, you know, maybe the car just wasn't exactly feeling up to snuff. You had a few times where you accidentally, you know, dipped off the circuit here and there. Is that just the fun and the chaos that comes with the cross car, or is that just something that can be picked up and learned with time?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I'm qualified to answer it because I've barely driven it and I don't know how I finished second. I was expecting the cavalry to come through, but it looks like a lot of people had issues in that feature race, and the good old invert helped me get a good finish. But yeah, you're definitely sliding around. You're definitely trying to find the limit without overstepping it. You know, I'm still learning the car. It's real easy to find yourself off track or offline if you push a little too hard. So it's really cool car, and I'm looking forward to driving it some more.
Yeah, well, next week you're going to Winton. Is that a place that you're familiar with, or is it just going to be show up and see what kind of pace you got?
I've turned 2 laps there, and I'm pretty sure I got black flagged for going the wrong way. So I guess I have to figure out that track. But yeah, I'm excited. It's obviously a new Rallycross track to the service, and can't wait to figure that track out and try to see if I can stick it on the podium again, because this was definitely a surprise with the amount of talent in this field. I needed I think a divine intervention with some chaos to help me stay up there, but maybe I can try to replicate that next week.
Well, you did a good job. You put her up front here tonight. Before we let you go, Matt, is there anyone you would like to thank for the performance here tonight?
Yeah, thanks to everyone who came out and gave it a shot. A really good turnout for tonight's race, and congrats to all the winners tonight. Congrats to Ant for winning the feature. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to hold me off with his Joker lap, but he did a good job building the gap. And for a minute, I thought I was going to win it, but he did a really good job of taking care of that. So congrats to him. Good race with Joshua Heege there at the end. Really just great racing with everyone. Hope people had a good time, and thank you to you for being the voice up in the booth again. And looking forward. Do we have you tomorrow night too for the IndyCars?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will be here for the IndyCar. Yes, sir.
All right, cool. All right, well, we'll see you again tomorrow. And yeah, thanks to Racer Nexus and everybody who makes it happen.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate the kind words. We're going to let you go and celebrate. Matt Schlosser, number 400, FIA Cross Car driver, finishing P2 here tonight in the feature.
All right, thank you.
And now switching switching the tone just a tiny bit here. We're going to lock in with the winner of tonight's race, your top sitter on the pole, Ant Meeperson. Ant, it's good to talk to you again, man.
Indeed, and not been long, eh? It's good.
Yeah, well, you know, you're obviously a force to be reckoned with in the Pro 2 trucks. We've seen that. You've got talent pretty much everywhere on this iRacing official service. You come in FIA Cross Car. You spoke to me in an interview one time and said that this was kind of where you like to stay. And, you know, were you confident going in? Did you know you were going to get a good placement?
Oh, I was going in with a little less practice than I liked, but still qualifying to come out 5th behind most of the usual suspects. I thought, this is pretty good. I can stay here. And I did for the heat, and they all got caught up in some trouble in the feature.
Yeah, well, week 1 here in the FIA Cross Car Series. You're heading to Winton next week. Is this a series that you want to run the whole season of and maybe fight for a title in this series as well as the Pro 2 truck one?
I wasn't intending to. If Winton goes as well as this one, I might be tempted to see the whole thing out.
Well, that is a good way to look at it. You know you're in a good spot when you can just run a league and you'll feel it out if you're up there in the championship or not. But, I mean, hey, that's what all good drivers can do, and you're obviously one of those. And before we let you get out of here, celebrate your win here tonight, is there anyone you'd like to thank for the performance here tonight?
The usual suspects, Matt for hosting the league, you for broadcasting, and everyone else on track for the good racing.
Yeah.
I think Matt and Kane and Joey, I was around in particular this time.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate all the kind words that you and every other driver down there on the track give us up here in the booth. We appreciate that. And, you know, go out and celebrate, Ant, and, you know, maybe we'll be talking to you soon.
Yeah, I hope so as well. I'll see you later.
So you heard me say it a little bit ago. They are at Winton next week for the special stage FIA Cross Car Series. Not entirely sure what's going to be happening. Rob, we hope you get better here soon. So, yeah, like I said, guys, filling in for the great Rob Campbell here tonight. Big shout out to him as always. Thank you to him for the opportunities here on Racer Nexus. It's been a good one. It's been, heck, even a great one. I'm Mac Nelson. You're watching a live broadcast of the Special Stage iRacing League. They've got Indy cars tomorrow. I will be your voice for that. Hopefully we can get some of those technical difficulties sorted out for tomorrow's race. Sunday, GT4, you got me for that as well. Monday with the street stocks, you got me for that as well. It seems Special Stage is going to be a very, very recurring stop here for me and Racer Nexus Broadcasting. If you'd like your league broadcasted, please contact Rob. The link is in the description below, as well as all the information you can find on Special Stage, whether you want to be in the IndyCar Series or the Cross Car Series, or if they bring the Pro 2 Truck Series back, you can be a part of that. But without further ado, it is time for me to sign off. On behalf of all of Racer Nexus Broadcasting, we appreciate you watching. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have yourself a wonderful night, and we'll see you on the next one.